Becoming the president of Kenya can be a dangerous dream. Over the years, several top politicians have been shot, killed, or their political careers destroyed over plans or rumors that they intend to contest for the country's top seats. On 5th of July 1969, Thomas Odhiambo Mboya, then Minister for Economic Planning and Development in Jomo Kenyatta's government, arrived in Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya. Mboya was looking for a specific brand of cologne, but little did he know that a man named Nation Njenga, an assassin, was on his trail. He had been hired to take him out. Details reveal that on the 5th of July 1969, Njenga and his unknown accomplices had trailed Mboya from morning when he left his home in Lavington Estate in a chauffeur-driven Mercedes-Benz, which was his official car. They trailed him past James Gishuru Road, Gatanga Road, and then the minister ended up at Pan-Afric Hotel, Valley Road. He was there for breakfast. The assassins thought about attacking there, but they hesitated because the place was full of foreign tourists who were on their way to the Nairobi National Park. They kept following Mboya as he went about his day. They knew very well his schedule for the day. Mboya was going straight to his office at the Treasury building and later at a chemist on Government Road, now Moi Avenue. At around 1 o'clock, the minister drove himself to the chemist. When Mboya arrived at the pharmacy, Njenga and his known accomplices parked nearby watching carefully. Mboya walked around greeting some few people and then went inside the chemist. He bought a lotion for dry skin and a perfume. As he was busy inside the chemist, Njenga waited outside looking for the perfect position to unleash the lethal shots. At this moment in time, everything appeared normal in the Kenyan capital city. The streets were busy with people going about their day, unaware of the deadly plan unfolding. As Mboya stepped out of the chemist, a waiting Nation Njenga unleashed fire, shooting Mboya in his chest. He fell to the ground as chaos erupted around him. The shooting caused panic in the city. People were running and shouting in confusion, which helped Nation Njenga, the assassin, escape. But soon after, he was caught and arrested. At this particular time, Tom Mboya lay bleeding heavily on the pharmacy floor, with the owners trying their best by giving him first aid. A few minutes later, Dr. Rafik Chadri, a friend to the chemist owners, arrived in an ambulance and started resuscitating a heavily bleeding Tom Mboya. They rushed him to Nairobi Hospital, where doctors used all their skills and experience to help him. They tried to stop the bleeding, but it was too late. Mboya had been shot twice, one in the shoulder and one in the chest. Thomas Odhiambo Mboya, aged only 39, had breathed his last. The gunman had succeeded in his mission. The news of Mboya's death quickly spread like wildfire, and people gathered in huge numbers at the Nairobi hospital. Police were called to keep the crowd at bay. Following his arrest, Nation Njenga was prosecuted and convicted. He was sentenced to death by hanging. But it was during his arrest and prosecution that a lot of things came to the fore. For example, Njenga asked, "Why don't you go for the big man himself?" Now from that time to date, the question of who the big man was still lingers. The mystery of the big man and why Mboya was killed sparked uneasiness in Kenya and beyond. Njenga was apprehended by law enforcement on the 10th of July while he was at his workplace just a short distance away from where Mboya was shot. As per the court evidence, it was revealed that Njenga committed errors following the shooting of the young minister. He left behind the briefcase containing the weapon used in the killing at his rented residence in Ofafa Jericho estate. It was later disclosed in court that Njenga treated his friends to drinks and enjoyed a night of revelry. After unlocking the briefcase, police discovered a gun which had 2 empty shells that matched the bullets that killed Mboya. During that era, this kind of gun was mainly available to the law enforcement for protecting VIPs. Njenga initially claimed that he bought the gun from a friend, but refused to disclose the identity of the alleged friend. He later changed the story, claiming that a friend gave him the briefcase for safekeeping and did not know it had a weapon. Charles Njonjo was the Attorney General then. He blocked any effort for Njenga to be heard. he cautioned Samuel Wariu, the lawyer representing Njenga, against linking the murder to a political conspiracy.